Good evening, dear friends, and peace be upon you all. In the news, a 14-year-old girl, Muslim lady, Muslim girl, 14-year-old, married off to a 34-year-old guy, and she gets raped. And the Imam who marries them off, he gets sentenced for 2 months, and then the sentence is dropped. So there's basically no punishment whatsoever. And every time I come out live, people say, Imam, why are you so upset? Why are you angry? I'm not angry. I'm hurt. I am literally hurt. A 14-year-old. What does a 14-year-old know about the bedroom? Tell me. And I direct my speech to this coward Grand Mufti of Australia. You're a coward, and your council, 250 imams, are all cowards. And the one who approves of you is a coward, and the one who prays behind you is a coward, and the congregation you lead are all cowards. Where is your statement of condemnation? Huh? Where is your statement of condemnation to protect these little girls? Why is it that you don't issue statements against these corrupt and filthy imams? Huh? Ya Grand Mufti? Where are you? When the other imam drove his boat from Western Australia up to Queensland to join ISIS, there was no statement from you. When these hate preachers come out from Sydney insulting Australian culture, there's no statement from you. When little girls get married off, there's no statement from you. But the moment Imam Tawhidi criticizes ISIS, there's a statement saying I'm fake. Okay, you're the real Mufti. Where's your statement? This 14-year-old girl, where's your condemnation? Where's your letter to the Australian Law Society, to the Australian judicial system, to the Australian government, demanding that that imam serves his sentencing in jail? Where's your letter? Where's your statement? You coward. You're a coward, just like the cowards that formed your faith. You want to call me sectarian? Call me whatever you like. There's a little 14-year-old and 12-year-old girls getting raped in this country. Under your watch. You're the one who's supposed to be the leader of the Muslims in this country. But you're a coward. Now tell me, Grand Mufti of Australia, what's the difference between you and the Mufti of ISIS? A question. The Mufti of ISIS watches little girls getting married off, and he's silent. And you're here, you have your hand in the government's pocket, and I don't hear any condemnation from you. You don't speak English? I'll be your translator. I speak 3 languages. I'll be your translator. Speak. Why don't you condemn? And the judge who let this corrupt, filthy imam, he let him free. How would he like it if someone came to propose for his daughter when she was 14, or his granddaughter? Which one of these coward imams who go around marrying little girls off, which one of them would allow someone to come and marry his 14-year-old daughter, 12-year-old daughter, 11-year-old daughter? You're a bunch of cowards, all of you. All of you are cowards. And you have no shame and you have no dignity. I don't like coming at, speaking in such a demanding approach. But you really make the heart boil sometimes. A 14-year-old girl, she has her entire future ahead of her. What does she know about pregnancy? What does a 14-year-old girl know about sexual intimacy and relationships? How sick must you be? 34-year-old man, how sick must you be to sleep with a 14-year-old under the watch of the Australian National Imams Council? You guys are responsible. The Grand Mufti, your job isn't to go to the mosque and kiss babies on the cheeks and collect money. That's not your job. Any imam can do that. Your job is to be watching what's happening in the community and warning the government from it. But you're a coward. You're a coward, and the whole council are cowards. You make the blood boil, you guys. 14-year-old getting raped in the name of our democracy on Australian soil. You guys, you don't fear the country. You don't fear the nation. You don't fear the community. You don't fear God. You don't have self-respect. And this other imam and this left media comes and says, a once upon a time revered imam conducted this marriage. What do you mean once upon a time revered imam? How can you unlearn the learning that you've been taught? How can you unlearn the education that you've received? How do you unlearn it? Once you're a man with that knowledge and with that status, then you are that man forever. You may resign from a job, from a center, from a mosque, but you're still a cleric. Don't try and make the situation seem very normal, as though some regular person had made a mistake. No, this was an imam who made a mistake. This was an imam who committed this crime and who married off this little girl. You sick people. You have no dignity and you have no shame. How could you sleep at night? Where is the statement from the Grand Mufti? Where's your statement? You have a big mouth when it comes to anyone who comes near your pocket. Whoever places a threat on your income, you're the first one to issue a statement against him. Straight away you whack them with a statement. But when a young 12-year-old girl's dignity and honor is taken in the middle of the night because some corrupt imam, who you probably dine with every now and then, wants to make $1,500 extra money on top of the Centrelink money he already gets, you stay quiet. You're all responsible in the eyes of God. You're all criminals because your silence is a sign of approval. How could you stay silent? What's your job? What is your job as a Grand Mufti? What's your job? I want to know. What is your job? What's your job exactly? We don't know. Australia doesn't know. What is your job? Tell us. We want to know. What is your job? What have you contributed to this society? The Australian National Imams Council, the first Mufti of Australia, came out and said Australian women are like cat meat. The second Mufti said Osama bin Laden is not responsible for 9/11. The third Mufti messed up when it came to the Paris attacks. And this whole time he's silent. And before Australia, he called the West full of diseases in an article he published in Abu Dhabi. What good have we seen from you? You corrupt imams. You wear your turbans like mushrooms and you have no shame. If you're going to wear the turban, wear it with knowledge and dignity and honor and stand up for the oppressed. Stand up for the country that has embraced you. You disgusting people. Where's your statement condemning? And then you wonder, why don't these little girls come out and speak? They don't speak because they see every time they speak, the finger is pointed back at them. They're the ones who are labeled as a criminal. They're the ones who are labeled as disgusting, while the imam and the rapist get away with it. So how do you expect these little girls to come out and speak up? Who do they speak up against when nothing happens to them? You sick human beings. Are you human beings? Are you? I don't know. You certainly don't have the heart of a human being. How could you see a little 14-year-old get raped and you're silent? Huh? You have no shame. Where's your statement? This is what has surfaced to the public. What about the hidden ones? Do you deny there are hidden marriages going on? Come to my office, I'll show you the amount of cases I have piled up on my table. People I have to deal with who take their little girls back home and get them married, get them pregnant at 13, 14. And then when they come back to this country, absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. He doesn't even serve 2 months in prison, this imam. 2 months in prison. Okay, how about we go send him some chocolates as well, huh? Give him a pay rise. Give him a pay. This corrupt imam system in this country, when an imam is corrupt, and people complain about the corruption of the imam, the victim is oppressed, and the imam usually gets away with it, and he's honored even more. He's seen as a hero. You know, he applied Sharia law in Australia. He's the tough guy, and nothing happens to him, and he walks our streets. Disgusting people. No shame whatsoever. No shame and no dignity. Shave your beards off. You don't deserve to look like men. Disgusting people. How can you do that? How on earth can you do that? And by the way, shave your beards off is a statement for the Arabs. Mainly the imams are Arabs. According to Arabic tradition, the beard is something he's manly, you know. That's why they have beards. I have it because I don't want to... apparently I look very skinny without a beard. My wife likes it. That's why I have a beard. I haven't had a beard in my life for a while. But yeah. Point is, you're the ones who grow big beards like this, you know, like this, that open in half when you're riding a motorbike. You're the ones who claim to be the tough guys. What happened now? Where's your pen now? Where's your stamping and your statements? Well, you have no respect, you have no shame, no dignity whatsoever. 14-year-old gets married to a 34-year-old in Australia. Congratulations. Is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted? What have you done for the community? The backyard mosques that are conducting marriages. Do we have any statistics? Who is going to report? Me or you? You're the one who's supposed to be reporting. You're the one who's supposed to be there having people in every mosque recording the sermons and monitoring the activities there. But you have no shame. All of you. The whole Imams Council, you're responsible for these little girls. Good night, guys. I'm not going to sleep tonight. Tonight I'm not going to sleep. I cannot sleep tonight with this on my mind. No shame, no shame. The little 14-year-old wants justice. The father is corrupt. The imam is corrupt. The community is corrupt. The marriage celebrant is corrupt. Who does she go to? Who does she go to? I swear to God, God is very wise. He made me an imam. God is very wise, He made me an imam. If I was a president, all of you would be in jail, one after the other. Have a good night.